Hello, it's Karen Burniston here with an assembly video for one of our die sets. This is die number 1230, the beach borders, and you can check out all of our die designs at karenburniston.com. This one's an easy one, just die cut and stencil. So each of the borders are 5.5 inches long. You could repeat them if you just cut multiples. You can use any die cutting machine that can accommodate a wafer thin die, and today I'm using my Spellbinders Platinum 6. I'm going to use pens for stenciling the dies. I like my Staedtler Triplus fine liners. They come in a variety of colors. They work really great on our stenciling dies. However, you also have the option to sponge through the die with some ink if you prefer. For the sharks, I typically use gray for the gills and black for the eyes. For the crabs, it's just the eyes, so I typically would use a black pen for that. For the flamingo border, there is a stencil feature for the wing, and I'm going to do that by tracing around the opening with a pink pen and then just going in and filling it in. And that's another one where you really could use a sponge and some ink if you prefer. And then for the eyes, I use my black pen. And then there's another optional stencil feature in that die, which are the stitch lines across the bottom. So if that's something that you like for your project, you can go in there and add those stitch lines either with a pen like I'm doing here, or you can emboss any of these stencil features by using an embossing sandwich in your machine. I like to switch to something like a brush marker. I'm using a Copic here, but it wouldn't have to be an alcohol marker. Just something with a brush tip to go in and get all of the legs and the beaks of the flamingos. And then the final border is a row of drinks. So I'm using 3 different colors. I've chosen green for the margarita shaped glass, then blue for the martini glass, and then pink for the hurricane style glass. This border coordinates perfectly with our Beach Bar Tiny House add-ons, which has individual versions of those same 3 cocktails. One last optional styling tip would be to take a white gel pen and add some catch lights in the eyes and maybe some detail lines to the drinks. So completely optional, just another way to style them. So that's how I style these 4 borders, and now let's look at some cards. Here's one using our Beach Bar Tiny House add-ons. Every hour is happy hour at the beach. You can see the crabs as the border down here, but then you can also cut them apart and use them individually, like you see here with the sharks in the ocean, and then on the front, those cocktails across the bottom. This one has a trimmed flamingo border across the bottom on the front. Every hour is happy at the beach, and then you can see the crab borders used again on the inside. And then a single crab from the border used here on the beach bar. You're seeing quite a theme with these cards, but I did just want to show the different ways to use the borders. So you can see individual crabs, swoopy cocktails. You can bend those crab borders into custom shapes. Here's one holding a drink and hanging out on a beach towel, another one up by the beach bar. This one has some sharks on the front. Don't worry, beach happy. And then a little beach house popping up on the inside. Now let's look at some beach borders inspiration by our talented design team. This Your Flamazing card by Sue Small Kreider features the flamingo border on all 3 tiers of our pop-up cake. Another card by Sue Small Kreider, Enjoy the Waves at the Beach. And she's used our label charm pop-up with the sea charms, but then also the crab border done in blue. And I like how she even decorates the back of her cards. You can see the crabs along the bottom of this To the Sea label charm card by Sandy Diller with the matching larger crab from the sea charms. Here's another card by Sandy, Every Hour is Happy Hour, on her belly band. And then inside is the beach bar. And she has a little line of 3 crabs right there, plus this fun scene over here with the band box used to pop it up, and then the beach bar over the center fold. Here's a little twist panel card by Frances Byrne, a whole undersea adventure, and she has lots of little crabs and sharks sprinkled in her scene. For this little twist panel card by Nikki Foden, she's using the cocktails out of an iridescent paper along with our happy hour charms. A super cute Just Sitting Here Thinking of You card by Karen Aiken with lots of little crabs sprinkled throughout. And another great card by Karen Aiken, You Are a Treasure. She has her treasure chest die, but then you can see the flamingos at the top and the crabs at the bottom. Lois Bach with a wide woven basket that features the beach borders sprinkled throughout the scene. And then another card by Lois featuring the little twist panel, but then also those beach borders along with the sea charms. And a wonderful Life's a Beach card by Jen Webster. She has the cocktails on the front, and then inside she's done individual small crabs, and notice that she's given them some fun expressions. The beach borders are available now at a lot of your favorite local and online retailers, as well as from our website, KarenBurniston.com. Thanks for watching. If you click on the website link, you'll go to KarenBurniston.com, where you can purchase these dies as well as find links to our other social media accounts. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel and check out some of my other videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.